Hi folks, today I'm going to show you how to change the battery on the Casio digital Databank calculator. Quite a cool retro watch. Mine's showing the battery symbol. It's been on for a few months, so time to give it a change. You'll need a few things. You'll need a pair of tweezers. You'll need a number 0 screwdriver, a good quality one if you can find one. You'll need a replacement battery. You can Google the model number to check what replacement battery these needs. Most of them take the 1660, but you can check online. You'll find the model number on the back. This one is a DBC-610. So yeah, so first thing, and you'll also need a little case just to put your screws in, or even just a little dish. So first we're going to take our number 0 screwdriver and go ahead and remove the screws. If you find that the back of your watch needs a bit of a clean, then give it a brush, get rid of any dirt, anything loose, so that it doesn't get trapped between the back case and the case itself, or in the seal. That could stop any moisture getting in. That could. So first things first, let's get rid of these screws. So you want to use the correct screwdriver. If you don't, then you can risk damaging the heads or not even getting the screws off at all. So this one, applying some good downward pressure, and you'll find that they come off quite easily. This is the first battery this watch is having, so everything should be quite straightforward. There we go. Alright, so you want to slowly release the back case, and as you take it off, you'll find two things that are loose inside there. If you grab your tweezers, firstly you've got this seal ring, let's put that to one side, and you've also got this white plastic protector. So the easiest way to take this battery out is by removing this strap here, this silver strap. And the best way to do that is to use a very small flat screwdriver to insert it into here, place your finger over the top so the strap doesn't fly away, and push that away from you this way. Okay. And using the tweezers again, just carefully removing this. You can pop that into there, and you should find the battery just pops out. Alright, if you get your replacement battery, I've got a Renata. It's a super good quality battery. It's Swiss made. I'd definitely recommend going for something Swiss or Japanese, or a really high quality brand battery, because you will find that if you leave any watch lying around and the battery goes dead, after some time these batteries can leak, and from my experience, the higher the better the quality battery, the less likely it is to leak. So yeah, we'll grab this battery and we'll pop that in there. Let's grab our strap again. Okay, so this isn't quite symmetric. The little tab that you pushed away from you to release it goes back in the same place. You want to insert it this side first. So push your battery down Also, I'll mention there are 2 springs in here. You really don't want to be touching those or losing those. These is what the watch uses to create the beeping sound on the back of the case. If these do come off, they can be fiddly to put back on. That's assuming you actually find it if it does fly off. So yeah, let's get this back on. So gently using your thumb and a finger, you'll hear a click, and there you go, that's back on. Turn the watch over, see what's going on. In this case, it sparked right up, and it showed 1985, going back in time. There you go, that's how old. Not this particular one is, but maybe that's when they first came out. If you do find that nothing shows on the screen, don't be alarmed, it's okay. Or if it says check or it's a little bit scrambled, then what you need to do is you need to make a contact firstly with that golden dot in the bottom there. Can you see it says AC here? I believe that means all clear. So if you insert one end of the tweezer into here and then the other one, you make it contact the top of the battery, you'll find that resets itself and it should all come to life. As you've got it open, just check all the modes and the functions and the buttons are working. Yeah. So putting it back together is super simple. It's the reverse of taking it apart. Before you put this seal back on, you just want to inspect it. Make sure that it's clean. There's no cracks in it. If you do find that it looks a little dry or it's got some cracks, you might be able to salvage it by applying a little bit of petroleum jelly. Just smear in a very small amount around it. Best thing to do is to lay that flat on a piece of paper and get some petroleum jelly on your finger and just gently just rub around that seal. Okay, the second thing to go on is this white bit of plastic. Right, and then finally, and once again, you want to make sure that this area where the black seal contacts is clean. If you do need to clean it, you can use a slightly damp microfibre towel and just wipe that surface away. This one's quite clean, so let's just put it back together. So find this end goes in first, carefully place it over the top, apply a little bit of pressure, and before you put any screws on, just have a look, keeping your thumb and your fingers, squeezing it together, that none of the black seal is sticking out and it all closes up tidily, which this does. So keeping one finger on top, let's find those screws again and we can pop those back in. So one at a time. It can be a little fiddly, just be patient. And if this is your first time doing anything like this, that's awesome. Don't be too tough on yourself. If the screw goes flying or it takes you quite a while to get the screw back in. What I tend to do is just put a couple of screws in. Usually I put the diagonal screws in, but I haven't this time. That way it doesn't cause, that way it relieves your finger of having to hold the back down. Let's see if I can grab that. Testing my skills here. Yep, got it. Alright, so you don't need to do these super tight to begin with, just enough to make sure it's holding the case down. Now we've got 3 in there, I can free up my finger, use my other hand and pop the final screw in there. It's all looking good so far. So once again, not too tight, So once you've got the 4 in there, then you want to do one more round, do your final tightness. It doesn't have to be super tight, just so that the screw stops turning, and that's enough. Make sure you apply enough downward pressure so that the screwdriver doesn't slip. There you go, that's perfect. And there we have it. Thanks.